We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Lance to throw it. Complete to Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Donald Parham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, wide open. Complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lance looking to throw it. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Thanks to receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance now to throw. And Thomas has it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
From the gun, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Here's Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Lance going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wright's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this way? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a give running left is Wright. call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Donald Parham. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And
he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. K.J. Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. And he'll go right back to right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Lance. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Working from the gun. Lance. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Donald Parham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey Good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brian Thomas, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. 2nd and 6. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had a touchdown their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis-Price. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Lance to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Lance looks to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. He gets away from one. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Aubrey Good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 9 now. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Jeffrey. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Left side, Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Read option. Here's Davis Price. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Lance looking to throw it. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ty Davis Price, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. but maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Hand off right side, Davis Price to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Quez Watkins, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player.
Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Davis Price up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A give left side for Davis Price.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Donald Parham
From 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Can't we score? Could be worse. And I feel like
They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
can't we score?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Escapes the defender.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll give this to Davis Price running right. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davis Price once more. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On the counter, Davis Price. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Fighting through pressure. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. They had to go for it with such little time.